Hello, this is Andrew Garber. I'm a student at Georgia Tech in the OMSCS program, and I am presenting my semester's final project on the application NoteSmoosh and the fulfillment of the requirements of educational technology. So today we're going to be going over a few different topics on the application that I've built. I'm going to go over the background, description, and I sent out a survey and I have survey results regarding some law students who actually looked at the application. I'm going to do a demonstration and then I'll go over concluding remarks. So, brief background on why I started this project. So, my wife is in law school this semester, which sparked my interest in seeking out educational technology solutions for law students. And I concluded through earlier in the semester through the assignments and the project proposal and the qualifier question that students struggle with having multiple sources of notes, but there's just no single tool that can integrate these notes. And kind of to exacerbate that matter a little more, some students are not even allowed to bring their laptops into class, which means they have to handwrite their notes. So the solution to this problem is that I've created a tool where students can quickly compile notes from different file types and make that into one cohesive document. So sources, as it says here, can be varied from Word documents to PDFs, and also can be a snapshot of a textbook, handwritten notes, and PowerPoint. And so this tool uses natural language processing, also known as NLP, and it does that for both the image and text comparison calculations. It works on Windows and Linux, Ubuntu 16.04 and later, and the programming language uses Python 3.5. And I used a couple of different NLP libraries and kits, as you can see below, for your reference. So I'm going to quickly go over the survey results before I go into the demo. So the uh, students who actually got to see the tool, pretty overwhelmingly, about 90% of them said that they would use such a tool if they were given it. And that's both throughout the academic year to organize their notes and also as a way to create outlines, which law students have to do for their final exams. And also, um, they found by looking at the interface whether or not the functionality was clear. And again, about 60% had found it either very clear or extremely clear. And even those who were in the 40% category still found that there was a lot of clear, how is this tool going to be used just looking at the interface. And that's good. It's pretty obvious. And then kind of one of the bigger questions, which I answered in my paper here, is, will it release some stress that is associated with the heavy workload at law school? And, varying levels of degree here, but everyone seemed to agree that this is a tool that will help them in the future. So now into the demonstration portion. So right now, I'm just going to deploy it locally from my Ubuntu installation right here, and I run it with that command. And I'll pull this out of the way. So right here's the basic interface of NoteSmoosh. We have these different menu options up here, like briefly what the tool is. You can exit right here, and then help is just a link to the GitHub. And so here's the upper portion. Here is the merge tool. So I'm going to go over functionality with that right now. So let's see right here. I'm going to select file 1 to merge. And I actually am going to merge a docx and a PowerPoint. So here's intermediate milestone 2 in my docx that I submitted a few weeks back. So let's use that as the docx. And then my other file is going to be this PowerPoint. And actually, I'm going to use the PowerPoint right here, the project proposal, this final PowerPoint that I'm showing you right now for the merge. So I click Merge Notes. Okay, it tells me what I'm going to merge. I can pick a source destination or a destination to write this out to. So I like having a docx just because I can easily edit it, and that's what most students are going to be probably using is Microsoft Products docx. So I'm going to save it there. It says it already exists, and that's fine. Okay, it's going to say I'm going to merge the content right here for these two files. Okay, and this is a nice feature here with the tools. It's going to calculate the percentage of similarity of these documents, and this can help tell me whether or not the document is redundant or if it's going to be useful to have, these two different sources in there without too much editing in between. Okay, and then it says the merge is successful. All right, and then so I can show you right here. This is the folder where it went into, and here you see it. Intermediate milestone 2 is up here, and if I scroll down a little bit, you're going to start to see that here is where my PowerPoint presentation begins, and all of the text is right there. All right, so let's do another demonstration because this is a two-pronged tool. So the other thing it can do is it can take in an image file. So here's one right here of a snapshot of a textbook, and I'm going to show you the original image right here. Okay, so here's the original text, and I'm going to pull that over here for a second. I'll show you at the end. All right, so I'm going to hit open. Okay, and then I have to go down here and hit digitalize. It asks if we're sure. Yep, we're sure. We're going to put it in a docx. This is going to be the same one. Okay, do we want to overwrite it? Yes. And so on more complex docs, this could take up to 30 seconds. I'm pretty sure this one will only take about 1 or 2 seconds. Okay, the decode is successful. All right, so let's open up that document again. Okay, and then when I bring over the original and I compare it to this document, you can see it captured quite a bit of the text there. A little bit of errors because that's just how optical character recognition works. But, it's actually pretty useful for students who are able to scan in pieces of their textbooks or take pictures of them and then upload it using this tool. Okay, so that actually concludes the demonstration of NoteSmoosh. And just some concluding thoughts here. Like as we discussed, it's a tool that's used for text extraction, conversion, and compilation of documents. Right now there are some limitations. It doesn't publish PDF, it's just publishing into text and document. It's not web hosted, so you have to download the executable either to your Windows or Linux machine. And some of the things that I proposed earlier with the project is that it would actually there'd be no redundant text and it would actually merge anything that's similar. I was unable to accomplish that at this time, but in the future, say web hosting this application will be very useful, so it'll be more accessible to all students, and then also make the source code public for other other developers, to make their improvements and edits as necessary. And that is the application NoteSmoosh, and here are my contact details there at the bottom if you'd like to contact me directly or if you'd like the source code. It is agarber, that's AGARBER 6 at gatech.edu. All right, thank you for your time. Bye.